Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you are new here, my name is Holly. I make food and fitness content, and if you're not new here, welcome back to the channel. We have a very nibbly nervous sat with us. I am back this week with a weekly vlog. This week's week is going to be very wellness focused. We're going to be having a whole week of wellness. I'm going to be showing you everything that I'm currently doing, from exercise to food to vitamins to skincare, all of the stuff that I'm basically doing to prioritize my wellness in 2025. We definitely had a bit of a rocky start to the new year with the wildfires that happened in LA. We ended up having to evacuate for 4 days, but we are back now. We've been back in the apartment for like 2 weeks, and while I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, like life is back to normal, because it definitely isn't, this is something that the city and family is going to be recovering from for a very long time. We are now back in the apartment, and I feel like the risk of having to evacuate again currently is very, very low. So we are back and resuming some normal activities, and that's what I want to take you guys along on this week, and also just have a bit of a catch up with you, because I haven't done that since the new year has even started. So first things first, this morning we're going to be taking little one out on her morning walk, and then I'm actually going to be doing some meal prep this morning. That might seem a bit strange to be doing it first thing in the morning, but I was meant to do it on the weekend and I actually didn't get a chance because it is football season in America right now, and never did I ever think I would be spending my weekends watching American football, but here I am watching American football on my weekends and not doing my meal prep. So we're going to be doing meal prep this morning. I'm actually making a new meal prep that I tried the other week, and it was so delicious. So I'll take you guys through that recipe so you have a little bit of meal inspiration. And yeah, we're just going to be spending a week focusing on our wellness, focusing on feeling good, and focusing on just carrying on that whole mentality of like leveling up this year and really pushing ourselves to be that best version of ourselves. But yeah, let's get outside, get some fresh air, and get these little legs moving. Walkies? Come on, let's go. Come on. Together some breakfast before I do my meal prep, because otherwise I would end up eating the meal prep, and I feel like having sweet potato chili for breakfast actually right now, because I'm hungry, doesn't sound that bad, but like I feel like that would be kind of strange. I'm gonna make just some eggs and avocado on some breakfast muffins. I am actually tracking my food content at the moment. That is another thing that I'm doing for my wellness. I just realized last year, like I kind of fell into this place being like, oh, but I know what to eat, because you know, like I used to track all the time. But actually I was kind of ending up just using that as an excuse for like not probably eating enough protein. And that's basically like the biggest goal for me this year. It's not tracking because I'm dieting or I'm trying to eat a certain amount of calories. It's more just to make sure that I'm actually hitting the right amount of protein, because I'm doing a lot and I'm expecting a lot from my body at the moment in the gym with the level up challenge. So I just need to be smashing that protein intake. I definitely won't be doing this for the whole entire year. I feel like I'm just gonna do it for maybe like January, February, just get myself into a really good mindset. Again, just be more conscious of what I'm intaking, and then at that point, I will probably have clicked back into a rhythm with it and I won't have to do it as much. Okay, back in the kitchen, but this time to do the meal prep that I was telling you guys about. So this is actually a recipe that I found on TikTok. It's a sweet potato and black bean chili. But today, because I'm meal prepping it, I'm actually gonna be adding some turkey in just for some extra protein. It's genuinely such a great recipe to make for the week, because number one, you can batch cook it like I'm gonna do. And number two, it's not that much effort. I feel like with chilies, you always kind of feel like there's loads of steps, but once you've done the prep and basically cooked everything, it's just throwing it all in one pan together, and they keep really, really well in the fridge. So yeah, I'm gonna make this. I'm not gonna talk you guys through it just purely for the reason that the recipe is going to be on Instagram. So if you want the in-depth step-by-step, head to Instagram. But for now, let's get prepping. We're just going to ignore the kind of chaos that's happening here. I'm going to get to that later. But I made the chili. I'm gonna put a photo in here because I've already kind of like tucked into this one a little bit. Honestly, such a good meal prep. I feel like this is definitely gonna be on my rotation of meal preps that I like doing. Meal prepping for me is now a wellness non-negotiable. Like, I know what I'm like. I know myself. I know I get tired in the evenings. I know I get a little bit lazy. I know I find it easier just to pop something in the microwave or just sometimes order something, and that's a habit that I'm breaking this year. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not falling back into it. So meal prepping in the mornings when I have high energy, or meal prepping on a Sunday when I have more energy, is just something that I'm sticking to this year, and this is a great little recipe to make. So if you're also like me and you're finding that when you get to the evenings you're a lazy girly and you don't want to do anything, meal prep. Just have something in the fridge ready to go that you can literally shove in the microwave, take out and eat, but you know it's a good, nutritious and high protein meal. Now, I'm in a bit of a rush. I need to get ready. I need to scrabble, get myself to physio. I've got one physio appointment. Then I need to do a run session. I'm kind of up in the air about where I'm going to do my run session. The air quality, because of the fires, really isn't great where I am in LA, but I'm thinking my physio is more that way. Okay team, I fear that we have had a bit of a scheduling issue today. I thought I was going to have time in between physio and my esthetician appointment that I have in literally like 15 minutes to do my run. And I can't run after going and seeing my lady and having a facial done, because you just need to basically let your skin like rest. So I'm basically going to bunk tomorrow's rest day to today, and tomorrow's going to be a run day instead. So it's a bit annoying sometimes when like things don't work out, but also there's enough room and time in the week sometimes to adapt and overcome. So I'm just gonna have a bit of a rejig with the schedule this week, and everything will still get done. Basically, the face appointment is just with the lady that I go and see every 4 weeks who does my facial. She kind of like clears my skin and my pores out. My skin is, I don't know, it's definitely going through waves. It's definitely been better, but it's also been worse. I feel like at the moment it's just quite prominent on like one side of my face. I have like quite a big like spot here at the moment, which is quite sore and painful, but I think it really directly correlates to my hormones, and my hormones are very flared up at the moment. I can feel that like I'm kind of on what would be my period, so sugar cravings are through the roof and skin is breaking out, and I'm also extremely bloated and extremely lethargic. Like, I have been so tired, like literally bed at 8 p.m. kind of tired recently. So it's just one of those weeks, but hopefully if I go and see her, she can just like work her magic. I'm actually gonna pop my camera up so I can film and show you what she does exactly. Normally we just do like a cleansing, a bit of a peel, and then she does like a lot of extractions as well, just to kind of get all of the stuff that won't come out of my skin, which always feels horrible, and I get so jealous because I just feel like that is like a dream job, is to be able to just pop some spots on their face. Like, I would actually love to do that all day long. Happy Wednesday, guys. I'm actually zooming off to Pilates because my class starts in a mere 8 minutes. Am I gonna be like, probably? I think me and Nala were just having too much fun on our walk and we ended up overrunning. But yes, happy Wednesday. I'm heading off to a morning workout class. I've done 2 hours of meetings. I did a walk and listened to a podcast, and I want to fill you guys in on the podcast after Pilates because I feel like it was really insightful, and I just want to like exude what I've just learned to you. But okay, BRB, talk to you after Pilates. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes Pilates hits, and sometimes you just have those classes where like, I don't know, like I just wasn't really thriving in that class. I'm gonna be really honest with you. And to be honest, like I just felt so lethargic, and I was like, why do I feel so tired? And it is, I think I touched on this yesterday, it is like that time of the month for me. So I don't have like periods. I kind of just get, this is very TMI, I kind of just get like spotting, and I had that yesterday. So it's kind of like my body basically indicating to me that I would be on what should be a period if I had normal periods. So yeah, I think I'm just feeling a bit like, oh, and like I know I am, because oh my goodness guys, last night before bed I was ravaging through my cupboards looking for literally a square of chocolate. Like it was like something took over me, and I was like, if I don't put chocolate in my body right now, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's not gonna be good. I literally found a giant chocolate button in the bottom of my snack basket that had obviously fallen out of the bag, and I ate it. I ate it. I don't know how long that had been there, and it was probably a bit dusty, and I ate it. And that is how you know I'm PMSing. So yeah, I feel like that class just like wasn't really like clicking for me. I think I was just like a little bit in my head, like not too much in my body, just feeling a bit tired, like wasn't feeling the strongest in the movements. I also was feeling a bit bloated, so I was like looking at myself in the mirror and I was just like, oh, like, you know, it wasn't my favorite Pilates class I've done, but I am aware of why I'm feeling like that, and I feel like that makes me feel better rather than kind of like spiraling into the PMS hole. I can rationalize it with PMS. But it's funny because in that class I was just left and I was like, oh, that was just such a bummer. And I was like, it made me laugh because my best friend Casey here, who is American, like the way we have like language for things is so different sometimes. Like say like I didn't like something, I'd be like, oh, that was fucking shit, like just fuck that, like what the fuck was that? But she would walk away from something and be like, oh, just like bummer, like that was just such a bummer, like that just sucks. And I like left and I was like, oh, that was just such a bummer. And it just made me laugh because I was like, I have been in America for far too long now that I'm saying the word bummer. Okay guys, I have since recovered from the post Pilates palaver of me just not having a good time during that class. But honestly, like it literally is just like that sometimes, and I'm so proud of myself for showing up, because I was very close to cancelling the class before I even went. But again, it's that rationale of like, why do I feel like this? And it's like, okay, it's because I'm PMSing. And it's like, okay, well, what is actually gonna make me feel better, going or cancelling and sitting at home? And I was like, going is obviously gonna make me feel better. But I wanted to do a little sit down chat portion of the video because I feel like the podcast I listened to this morning feels so relevant to this YouTube video. I was listening to the latest episode of Grace Beverly's podcast, Working Hard or Hardly Working, and I love her podcast. I feel like she has such incredible guests on, and this morning she had a lady called Maya on, and she was talking all about mental wellness and how to overcome self-doubt. Now I was like, wow, this is so relevant to everything I'm talking about in this video, and actually kind of like sparked me to have this conversation with you guys, because this video is going to be me kind of portraying everything I'm doing for my wellness in 2025, mainly focusing on, you know, eating well and exercising, but actually a huge proportion, if not 50% of our well-being is made up from our mindset and from our brains. And coming into this year, I really had this focus on overcoming self-doubt. I feel like I really realized how much my self-doubt held me back and also broke me down a little bit last year. Now, Maya in the podcast actually refers to our mindset as a weapon. And I was like, that is so true, because it can truly be so destructive. And I feel like I have 100% gone through periods in my life where I feel like my mindset is just so destructive and almost ruins situations and doesn't allow me to enjoy, be present or confident in situations, purely because of the way the clogs are turning up here. Now, she was basically discussing visualization as a tool for improving your self-belief, and this is something that I did try to implement a little bit at the end of last year, but from this podcast I'm like, wow, it's something I'm really going to actively try to include a lot. Now, one of the things that she really focuses on is visualization to overcome our self-doubt, and I think that is something that is such a simple and easy task, but something that can have such a profound impact on our day-to-day. So just like a prime example could be literally if you're going into a work meeting, just taking like 30 seconds before the meeting, being like, okay, like I'm gonna visualize myself going into this meeting and it going really, really well, and I'm being the most confident version of myself, and I'm asking the right questions, I'm answering the questions well, I'm presenting myself well. And when she was talking about this, it really made me think about how often I think of worst case scenario, because rarely do I visualize things going positively, but so often do I visualize things going wrong, to the point where I feel like I've already lived the experience of it going wrong. I've already increased my anxiety levels because I've literally thought about all of the reasons it can F up. But actually, if I just translate that and use the power of that visualization and put it into something positive, it's far more likely to end up going positively. Also, you're going into it with a way better attitude and feeling so much more confident. And I just felt the need to talk to you guys about that. It was just something that really connected a lot of dots in my brain. And I feel like if you're somebody that struggles with self-doubt or self-belief, it's a great tool that we can both use and hopefully show up in every aspect of our lives in our most confident ways. Now I'm going to spend my afternoon honestly doing the world's most boring task before run club this evening. Hey team, it is basically pitch black, but I'm going to do a quick little fit check before I go off to Venice Run Club. Let me tell you, I would not be running today if I was not going to run club with Katie because I just feel so exhausted from my PMS. But honestly, if I was leaving this run up to me and only me today, I would probably be making 10,000 excuses and listening to every single one of them. But I'm wearing this. The reason I want to show you is because I can't remember the last time I ran in a pair of leggings. But two reasons. It is actually a bit chilly in the evenings here when the sun goes in, and they're just a bit bristly and dry at the moment. Let's put it that way. So Lululemon leggings on, Lululemon, oh, hello, and Lululemon long sleeve top and a Lululemon sports bra. And then I think the plan is potentially to go for a nice, quick, girly post-run meal. But I need to go because I'm gonna be late and I still need to get petrol. And I will see you guys at Run Club. That was like good morning, happy Thursday, it's a Thursday, it's a play day. I'm going to play group. Basically, Nala essentially is going to kindergarten today, which is actually really fun. I don't do this often, I probably do this like once every other week or once a week, but it's basically like a puppy play group where you can drop them for daycare and they just get to play with all the other puppies for a whole day. And this girl loves to play. So I actually feel like it's a bit of a win-win. If I have a really busy day, it's kind of nice because I know that she's having fun playing with other puppies and I'm not having to like leave her alone for an hour or two at different points in the day, which always makes me really sad. So she is gonna have a really fun day, but we do have to get in the car first. It'll be quick. It's a quick drive. In the car, out the car. Sorry, we're still not going over the car sickness. I think we're getting better. Yeah, but when you get there, you're like, oh, I'm so glad I did that because this is so worth it. I get to play with my friends all day. You're gonna be fine. Okay, let's go. Oh my God, you're so tall now. I literally like, it's gonna be 30 seconds before she's literally up to here, but I am so grateful that within the space of that time, we're gonna have a garden, aren't we? I keep trying to tell her that like we're gonna have a garden soon, but she doesn't really seem to understand. But I actually like feel like above everything with moving, like the thing that's gonna make me the most excited is like opening the back door and like seeing her like run around and like have that much space. Like I am genuinely tearing up at the thought because obviously, you know, I'm in a one-bed apartment, like there's not a lot of room here, which is again why I really like dropping her at this playgroup because she just gets a whole day to like run around outside and we're just a bit limited here. And I've always been really adamant that like I personally don't really like the idea of having a big dog in an apartment, which is why I was like, we have to get out of here before she hits puberty. I fear I've just experienced the equivalent of what it's like to drop your child off at kindergarten and them literally not give a shit whether like you're dead or alive. The first time I dropped Nola off a playgroup, she was naturally like very timid, very scared. Like she was just like looking at me like, where are you going? Like don't leave, and like was like pulling to come back to me. Do you think she even turned around once today when I dropped her off? No, like that girl was like running through the door. Like she nearly pulled my arm off and the lady's arm that worked there just trying to get to playgroup, which like, yeah, it's a good thing. Like I'm glad she's gonna have such a good day, but also like you could at least like say bye. Like that kind of hurt my feelings. Heading off to train arms. I'm actually really excited for this session. My mood has definitely picked up since yesterday. That doesn't mean it was easy to get out of bed this morning. Like I'm feeling extremely lethargic this week along with like kind of the hormonal stuff. I also have a plan that I need to stick to. I'm on the Strong Girl Society Level Up Challenge week 3, day 4 today, and honestly if I wasn't following a plan, like I feel like this week would have looked very, very different, but it's definitely keeping me super accountable. But anyway, I'm gonna quit yip yapping and we're gonna head and get this upper body session out of the way. Save myself. Save myself. Save myself. Save myself.
Holding my head again, making my way through crowded thoughts. Sometimes it's hard to get out of it. Broke my heart in the dark. I was just trying to feel something, falling asleep to the sound of it. Always used to let you clean up the messes. Down on my knees, thought I couldn't stand up on my own. Turns out sometimes you're stronger alone. Bringing out the fight, yeah, bring on all the lightning. 'Cause I'm looking for a hero, look inside the mirror. I found one, oh, carry the hurt when it gets too hard. Pick it up, dust it off, when I fall down 11, I get up 12, don't need nobody else, yeah.
Okay, that is upper body session of the week done. I did realise today was actually supposed to be a run day. Oops. But I'm just like having a bit of a mix match meet. Mix max meet. I'm having a mix max meet. A mix match week. That's what I'm having, because I'm just adapting and overcoming this week with the PMS, and I'm just going with the flow. And honestly, when I arrived at the gym and I realised it was a run day, I was like, I am on the verge of tears right now. I'm just gonna go in, we're just gonna run tomorrow. It's really not the end of the world, like everything gets done regardless. But yeah, it was honestly such a good session. Like I felt great throughout the whole thing, like felt really motivated, felt really like, not like strong, because like actually strong means different things to different people. I feel like sometimes when I say like, oh, I feel strong, I'm like, but you're not that strong. And it's just like, but to who? Because to me, like today was a strong day. Like I was like V grip cable pull downs, 37 kg. I have not done those in literally the hottest minute to ever exist. So the fact that like I'm still able to pull that weight and I haven't been consistent with them at all over literally probably the past year is a good sign, and it means like strength is only going to increase. So yeah, I've just done a quick change. I've got physio with Steve. I need to have a bit of a chat to him. I'm getting like a weird pain in my knee, just feeling a little bit spicy, but I have increased my mileage a lot and I'm running 3 times a week now as opposed to the 2 times a week that I was doing. So sometimes little like flare-ups and things like are completely normal. It's just making sure like you're managing them and resting them so that they don't spiral into bigger things. I feel like I need to tell you guys something else. Oh, I was gonna say, should we check, let's check the puppy cam and see if they've updated us on how Nala's getting on today. What? I'm gonna cry. And they put having a perfect day. I have actual tears in my eyes right now. Oh, I miss you. She looks like she's having so much fun. Oh, why has that actually made me want to cry? Get a grip, Holly. Literally going to see her in like 3 hours. And I'm like...
Got burned, but I learned our scars make us who we are. Now I'm 10 feet tall over my demons, reminding no one's got me like myself. Yeah, I love me without any help. I'm the best thing to believe in. Oh, I'm bringing out the fight, yeah, bring on all the lightning. 'Cause I'm looking for a hero, look inside the mirror. I found one, oh, carry the hurt when it gets too hard. Pick it up, dust it off, when I fall down 11, I get up 12, don't need nobody else, yeah.
Okay, I feel like I'm about to go out on a whim and just like make something that I don't know if is gonna work, but I saw it on TikTok and now I have a craving for it, and that is banana pancakes. I literally saw a girl making banana pancakes with 2 ingredients, but I want to add protein in them, and I thought I had my protein pancake mix. And if you've been here since the beginning, you will know that like that was actually my obsession. This girl literally used 1 banana. This might end up awfully, but I feel like how could this really go wrong? Okay, 1 egg. This is the vanilla impact whey from my protein. Are you gonna let me go? Oh, fuck. Oh, I think I fucked it. Oh no. Oh guys, this is actually embarrassing. I'm actually gonna show you, this is so bad. Okay, got it. This is actually embarrassing. Tutorial coming soon, guys. Listen, I actually think they're still gonna taste really good. I'm gonna go away, I'm gonna work on it, I'm gonna perfect them, but I do actually still think, like, that is still really tasty. I know there's probably some people like actually gagging through the screen right now, but take my word for it, guys. I'm on the move to volunteering now. I'm really excited. I've only done this once before, so this is my second time volunteering, but I went last week with my best friend Jess, and we basically prepped and made meals for the LA first responders, so like firefighters, people on the front line fighting the fires, but also for families that have been displaced. And yeah, we went last week, and then they said that they had some slots this week, so we're gonna go back this week. I'm so sorry. This is the extent of my vlog. Family is back together. Hi. When I'm in there, basically they just give you like a little report for the day on like how they do, and they were like, Nala was so well behaved, like she made so many friends, and then they were like, oh, she does this thing where she like hugs people. And I was like, yeah, basically I taught Nala to hug like a human, like stand up and like put your arms around, and we do it all the time. Like that's kind of how she gets like my attention. And yeah, it's obviously something that she does with other people now too. So they like, she was like giving everyone like bear hugs, but they were like, she's so sweet and loving, and I was like, that's my girl. POA, today is a run day, we need to get a run done. I also need to at some point get these fixed because that is not a good look, and that is part of like, I feel like for me like that is part of wellness. Part of wellness is like self-maintenance, and I don't know if some people maybe find that a bit vain, but like getting my nails done regularly is just like something that I go and like do for myself that just like always makes me feel good. So I thought I'd take you with me on my nail appointment later, if they can book me in, because I haven't yet booked an appointment, so hopefully it has the space. And then I'm hoping I'm gonna have time to go to the gym and do like a bit of a recovery session, just mobility and an ice bath, because I've not done that yet. I've just brought Nala upstairs for a quick run around before I go for my run around. She's been crazy. I'm gonna make a breakfast. I'm gonna choose one from the app. I already kind of know which one I'm gonna make because it's the only one that I have the ingredients for, but I literally was just scrolling the other day and I was like, I haven't had this in such a hot minute. I'm gonna make the spicy breakfast Mackey's muffin on the app. I'm not gonna film this one up close, mainly being that like, this is a bit gross. Also my camera has no charge. Also I'm gonna face my mum and catch her up on a date that I went on. Please enjoy this musical montage of me from a distance as I plug you into the camera charger, making a breakfast muffin.
If you do one favor, just stay with me. I don't usually need nobody, but lately I've been on my own too long and deep, baby. Deep inside, I need your company.
I am going to sentence myself to treadmill jail, and we're going to do today's 55-minute on the treadmill, which is insanely boring for the vlog. I'm really sorry, but also the air quality like still isn't the best here, so it's just like, I can feel it in my lungs already. So I'm just like, the safest place to do it is in like a purified, cooled room.
I need your energy, please. I can't hide it, a first class seat, a fly private. And last time I let you go and I regret it, baby. So drop your pen and I'm headed the way you're headed. I need you, same way your body need a heartbeat, you. Same way you gotta sneak to Arby's. Honestly, if I be honest, I want you. If you do one favor, just stay with me. I don't usually need nobody, but lately I've been on my own too long and deep, baby. Deep inside, I need your company. So many things that you do right, you like walking on the beach in the moonlight, flying in the sky but you're too high. Icarus, I really want you close but you were too hot, damn. Something's up, too much a good thing, need more for us.
Okay, somehow I have absolutely no time until my dad appointment, but I'm throwing my lunch together. I feel like I've not done the best job of showing you guys like meals this week, so I'm gonna make a point of showing you the lunch that I'm making. So I've got some salad in a bowl. I've just microwaved a bit of basmati rice. I'm gonna pop that in there. And then for fruits and veggies, I'm gonna put some cherry tomatoes that I diced up in the bowl, some cucumber, and then some apple. Guys, I had apple in a salad at Sweet Greens and it genuinely revolutionized my life. It was absolutely incredible. And then I'm gonna put this dressing with it. I was gonna make this dressing myself because it's really very easy to make and it's so tasty, but the one from Trader Joe's actually has like no crap in it. Avocado, green onion, lemon juice, chives, basil, garlic. I am so sorry about the mess today, guys. I feel like I feel like maybe the meals in this have been slightly chaotic in this vlog, but oh my god, this smells absolutely sensational. And then for protein, I have whipped up a steak, and I daren't have filmed myself cooking a steak because I feel like everybody would be like, you don't know what you're doing. And honestly, I really, really don't, but somehow I always manage to cook steak perfectly, and that's okay, perfectly to my tasting, but I don't know how, okay, this is maybe a little bit overcooked than I would usually like it, but I just feel like I'm really good at cooking steak, and I don't know why. Yeah, that is maybe like a little bit too cooked. So this is my steak and green goddess rice salad bowl for lunch. Oh my god, this looks so good. Do love them. I saw a girl had like sage and she looked really cute with them, but I kind of wish I'd done a baby blue. I think maybe a baby blue would have been more my colour. I just feel like green maybe feels like a bit out of my comfort zone. It's kind of giving alphabet. I don't know if I made the right decision. They just look a bit grey. Can someone just validate me? If you've made it this far in the video, please just say, Holly, your nails look really nice. So I'm having an existential crisis. They're literally just nails. It really doesn't matter. We can go again in 4 weeks' time. I just feel like from here, like they just look a bit grey. Anyway, guys, I am gonna wrap the video up here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will be doing a lovely outro of mine and Nala's sunset walk, but before I head off, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next Monday.
Say you know you're the one, so baby, do me one favor. If you do one favor, just